Why did you make this section of the show, Jamie?
This section of the show is Deafening. This is the other half of my life. I spend basically half my time hiking and fishing, kayaking in the wilderness as much as I can find it. And the other half is spent inside of bars and clubs, lounges, on stages, either playing as one of the members of 13 Monsters and the Sky Ghosts, or watching other bands. These places are like home to me, as they are for many of you who are watching this. I think all of us have stories about almost all of these venues, whether you have gone to a show there or were lucky enough to actually be on these stages. When I started this whole idea of making the show about a year ago, I had no intention, none, of having it feel like we're walking through a graveyard. Because of what's happening, you know, there are some places on these walls that no longer exist. And there's some that maybe a month from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, are not going to exist. That was not my intention whatsoever. 1 year ago, I just wanted to show two sides of life, how things can be so extremely silent and how things can be so extremely, deafeningly loud. So some of these venues, I believe that I have 50 venues, and these are all in Chicago. I could have added like 1,000 more, you know, if we went out into the suburbs, other areas, but I wanted to deal with what is just inside of the limits of Chicago. And you have some that are just, you know, absolutely iconic places. Quenchers, which is now gone. The Hideout, Liars Club, which is, you know, one of our 2 or 3, I would call them home stages, where we play quite often. This is my singer, Deb, here. This is the band I Lost Control. That's the band Fortis at the Hideout there. Other places that are just iconic. The Empty Bottle, Double Door. God, do we all miss Double Door. This is the artist formerly known as Vince, right there. Great band. We played a few shows with them. Some of the backstage areas, some of the washrooms that we've had to you know, change our clothes in. Some other places that were just iconic, lounge acts, Fireside Bowl, Shuba's, Lincoln Hall, the Elbow Room. And I'm going to show you something about this. And there is an art installation piece that I did, which I'll show you in a bit, that has the last smashed guitar in the 20th century, which was done by me. It was done at the Elbow Room. You know, Metro, Riviera, the Aragon, the Green Mill. You know, these are just iconic places, and some of them are incredibly small, and some of them are huge. And I think all of us can agree that we can't wait for them to open again and to see shows again, listen to live music again. I think it's something that a lot of us, you know, even when I was on stage, being as loud as I could possibly be, I feel that now, I took it for granted, I guess. And now that we can't go to these places, there's a void and there is something missing. So, you know, again, I didn't want it to this show to take that sort of a turn and have that air about it. But artwork changes, and the world changes, and circumstances change, and hopefully this circumstance will, change again.